Maybe hearing the whirring in the background, that's just the tower of my mom's computer. But hi, I'm just gonna tell you everything. I wrote quite a bit down, but there's like a whole bunch more that I didn't write down that I might be adding in. So please bear with me, and I apologize because I know this is going to be a very long video. First of all, y'all may know, but I'm Emma Rose Kaiser. I am 19 years old, and I'm going to be telling you all my secrets, all of them. Happier ones. I love animals to death, but I'm not a vegetarian. Just kind of weird. Not really, but like I'll eat meat and I love animals. I try not to think of them when they're living right now. Another one is I never wear socks to bed. And lately, no matter how cold my feet are, I don't wear them at all. Like right now, my feet are frozen, but I'm not wearing socks. Most times I am dependent, like really dependent, and very rarely am I independent. Like in relationships, I'm very clingy. Even if another girl looks at my man or whatever, I get super jealous. Jealousy is a major factor in a relationship for me, which is bad, but it's just me. Like I get hurt real easily. I'm starting to cry. I miss all my friends back in Cali. My old ones and my new ones. Like I have met people over the past 7 months since I've moved to Florida, and granted I've met 99% of them online and I haven't met them in person, but I miss them. Like my best friend Jesse, I really miss him. I'm sorry. And I don't even know if he's gonna be watching this, but I'm gonna ask him to. But I love Jesse to death, and I've never met him. But he's my best friend and I love him. I have many best friends. This is one of them. I'm shy. It may not seem like it sometimes, but I'm actually really shy. But like I said, not all the time. Another one is I'm very insecure about my looks. I mean, I know I'm not the prettiest and all, but I'm me. If you can't accept the way I look, then you don't deserve to even talk to me, I think. Sorry. One thing I love doing is I love making people happy. I mean, when someone comes to me and tells me about something like personal, I want to make them happy, and when I can't, that really it kills me. When I can't make someone happy, I love seeing people happy. I have been hurt, not so much physically as much as I have been mentally and emotionally. Like this past week, past 2 weeks even, I've been an emotional mess. But I hide it. I tend to hide my feelings, which I know isn't good. And currently in a relationship with my boyfriend Jinx, and but I'm also liking someone else. There's a longer story to that, and I might as well just say it. That I started dating Jinx during the summer, and something happened. Like we were always talking a lot, and then like gradually he had gotten, like, things had happened to him, and it's slowly, like, the talking, like, eventually stopped for 4 months because he stopped talking to me in general, and I thought that I did something wrong and I pushed him away. I'm not looking at the camera. I hate when eye contact. It's weird. I don't know, it's weird. And I'm like watching myself. Anyway, so within those 4 months, I decided that I thought he didn't want to be with me, so I moved on. I got different boyfriends, and one of them, we were dating, but we weren't dating. We didn't have the title of boyfriend and girlfriend, but people saw us as dating. And when I had finally had sex with him, it was unprotected, and I had ended up getting chlamydia. And I know that I got it from him because he was the only one I had sex with, even though, and he claims he doesn't have it and he didn't give it to me or anything. But honest on my life, I'm telling everything out right here, that I got it from him. But I got rid of it. Thank God I did. And I only had sex one more time after that, and it wasn't with him, it was with another guy. But since that last guy, it was like 3, maybe 2.5 months ago, I haven't had sex then, and I'm waiting until I get married to have sex again. But back to me having a boyfriend and all that. In that time that I hadn't been talking to Jinx, I met this guy named Storm, and I really like him. I mean, I can't really know if I do like him because he lives in California. He lives over 2,000 miles away from me, and it's like I have a connection with him, but it's not a strong connection until I meet him in person. And another bad thing is Jinx lives in Texas, so he's over 1,000 miles away, and I've actually never met him in person ever. But I'm hoping to change that. So I'm in a love rut because I love Jinx to death. I always will, because Jinx was my first ever true love. Like, I felt so in love with him, even though I've never met him in person, if that makes sense. But it's been hard, just love aside, not love aside, but my whole life right now is, I'm so stressed because Jinx doesn't know about Storm. Storm knows about Jinx, but I'm afraid to tell Jinx about Storm because I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do about that. Another one is, when I was younger, as you can tell, don't mind my BOTD yesterday, but I'm like really skinny, even though I say I'm fat. But I have been called anorexic and toothpick and all these hurtful names because I'm skinny. I know it hurts because I'm not anorexic. I've never been anorexic. Granted, I'm a toothpick or whatever because I'm really skinny, but that is because I have a fast metabolism. And I'm also skinny because rarely I haven't been eating because I've been upset. And I don't know, just I've been called so many names about my thinness, and it hurts me. But I am trying to eat more. So I want to gain a few pounds, but it's kind of hard with my fast metabolism. But I am trying to eat more. And another secret is I've never ever done drugs. I know I have told people that I was a raver. I've told people I was a raver, and I used to do drugs and I used to party hard, but that was a lie. I've never been a raver. I've never done any drugs. I honestly have never been to a party that's not a birthday party. And with that, I tend to lie a lot. None of these have been lies, but obviously. But I tend to lie a lot, and I've lied to many people about many things, and I regret that I have lied to them. And I even lied to some people about why I have my hair cut short. And I'll explain why I have my hair cut short later. I hate myself for lying to everybody. I haven't lied to everybody, but most people I have, and I hate myself for that. Now for more of my family life. At the age when I was 4, my mom and my dad got a divorce, and I had been living with my dad until I was 18. About last May, I moved out of California, out of his house, and I moved to Florida with my mom. But my mom hadn't always lived in Florida. She lived in Roseman, California, and then she moved to Oregon and was there for a while, and then to Arizona, and now in Florida, and in March we're moving again to Oregon, back to Oregon. When I was 6, my mom got remarried, and a year before that, when I was 5, my dad got remarried. When I was with my dad when I was younger, I guess I don't really remember what I do, but I get in trouble a lot, and we had a wooden paddle stick, and I got spanked a lot with that and hands. I don't ever think of belt, but maybe, I don't know. But like, I would get spanked really hard. Like, I got spanked more often than my 2 sisters did. My 2 biological sisters living with me. And I don't think my stepsisters ever got spanked. Or if they did, it was like times I don't remember at all. Or that I wasn't around. But like, the spanking would leave me really red and bruised. Like, not all the time bruised, but just sometimes. And this one is a little hard for me to say, but when I was either 10 or 11, I don't really remember, I was up in Oregon visiting my mom and my stepdad at the time, and sorry again, and he molested me. This is the first time I've ever spoke about it to anyone at all. But he molested me. He would he wouldn't actually full on rape me, but it was pretty close to rape. And that's another one of my secrets. Another, back to my family life. I have 5 sisters. 3 of them are biological, but only 2 of them are living. My oldest sister passed away when she was 2, so I never knew her. I have 2 stepsisters, both from my stepmom. And I have 2 nephews. My oldest living sister, Tracy, she has 2 sons, Christopher and David. Drama that I won't get into because it's not my place to say. With her and my dad ended up adopting her oldest son, Christopher, so he's my brother, nephew, is what I call it. And Oregon's being a little brat, I won't cuss, and they took David away from her too, and my dad is fostering him, and everyone, we're praying and hoping that Tracy gets David back, but if not, like if she can't get him back, my dad is probably gonna adopt him too. So like the brothers can be together. That's kind of more recent. Okay, and going back some, when I was 14, my mom got divorced yet again, and that same year, I tried committing suicide because of cyberbullying. Like, because internet literally is one of my lives. I'm always on the internet. I have my laptop right there, and like I'm not on it right now, but like if I have it up, and I'm always on the internet if I'm not sleeping or if I'm not out. I'm always on the internet talking to someone. Then I haven't I didn't really get help for that, but I have been I was getting happier and not so depressed about things. I just didn't really let it get to me as much anymore. But now that's started up again. Not that I'm gonna try and commit suicide again, but it's just been really getting to me, and it's been hurting me and all that. Another thing, when I was, I don't know how old, but I was baptized, so I am a Christian. And when I lived with my dad, I went to church unless I was like really sick. I went to church Sundays, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and Wednesday nights. But since I moved out, or when I was ever visiting my mom, I never really went. When I was up in Oregon, I went a few times with my sisters. But I haven't really gone in the past 7 months or so since I've been here. I've never been near a church, and set foot near a church. I walk past them, but that's like the closest I've ever gotten to them. I tend to cuss a lot. I'm surprised I actually haven't cussed in this video, but I cuss a lot. Like, if I'm around people that's not like my mom or whatever, I won't cuss as much. But if it's like near people I know, like friends, and not that I really have any here since stuff happened, I won't cuss a lot. But if I will cuss. But if I'm like around my mom or whatever, I even actually got back on cussing some. But anyway, another one is, earlier I said I was insecure about my looks. I have acne problems a lot, and I don't really take care of my skin. And since I moved out here, I'd go onto Stickam and even Tiny Chat just to talk with friends, and I'd get guys coming on to me. Or not really coming on to me, but like they'd talk to me, and then when I get on cam, they would stop talking to me and leave. And sometimes on the Stickam, I'd go into someone's live and they'd make fun of me and call me a man. Even when I had my hair, this is what I looked like. I can't really see that. Kinda, you can kind of see that. But that's like what I looked like when I had my hair. And I even still was called a man, even though I'd wear makeup to like make me look more like a girl, but then they'd say I was a drag queen and I was actually a guy, which I'm not. I do have, probably shouldn't have done that, so I don't know who's going to be watching that, because I do have breasts and I don't have the male anatomy. People don't, what makes me mad is people don't understand that hurtful, when they say mean things, it hurts whoever you're saying. It's not like we're robots and we don't have feelings. We do, and it hurts. It hurts really bad. Then you also may be wondering why I cut my hair short, and that is why I have a hat on. Yeah, it's uneven and all, but I don't care anymore. But the reason why I cut my hair short is because I got lice, and I couldn't stand the itching. I mean, it still itches and everything, but I cut my hair because I had lice. I got it from my mom's new fiance's niece's house when I lived with her for a few months. And I seriously couldn't take the itching anymore, so I cut it all off, and I kind of regret that because I miss my hair very much. Another thing, last two things is, let's see that one. I know for a fact I am very ungrateful. People have done so many things for me in my past, and hold on, I said that wrong. And some of you may disagree and say that it's not true, but it is. I know for a fact. I watched a video about some girl telling all her secrets, and that inspired me to do all this. And so, like, I know I'm ungrateful, and I want to try to be more appreciative in everything. And I am sorry for ever being ungrateful to anyone for anything. Friends, family, people I don't know, strangers, I'm sorry for everything. And last, I know it might not seem like it if you've ever talked to me, like on the phone, or you've ever seen me or whatever, but for most of my life I have been very depressed, and I wish to seek counseling for that. And it's hard for me to do that because I have a hard time telling my feelings to people, to just anyone. Like, I even have a hard time telling my feelings to my mom, or Jinx, or Storm, or anyone. I just have a hard time with being myself and telling people how I feel about anything. And like, I am very dependent, and like, there's some things I can't even choose for myself. Like, I always almost always, unless I'm like ordering food or whatever, but I have a hard time choosing things for myself. Like if I'm in a group and say we're going to the movies and someone asks me to pick the movie, I won't pick because I get scared that they're gonna get mad. I hate being yelled at and everything, and I'm tired of being that way. So I really, like, my stepmom, Darlene, if I don't know if you're gonna be watching this, or my dad, or my mom, or anyone that can help me seek that counseling I need. I know I need counseling, and I just want to get help and improve my life from what it's been. Most people may think I've had a good life, but I really haven't. I'm just tired of it. And I guess this is it. I've literally told you everything. And I'm sorry that this video is almost a half hour long, but I hope you understand everything I'm feeling. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cry, but... And I'm not looking for sympathy at all. I just wanted everybody to know everything. Because like I said, I watched this girl tell all her secrets, and she's had a horrible life too. But she's improved it, and I want to be like that. I want to improve my life and be a better person for everyone. I just thank you for listening and maybe helping me get the counsel I seek. Forgive me again for this almost half hour long video. I guess, in the great words of Tavi Batity of Blood on the Dance Floor, one love, one heart, BOTDF. Yeah, I don't know. I love you. Thank you for everything you've ever done.